Hello and welcome to Let's Play City Skylines with Lucky Rat. So I got this cool new picture here of the mouse, of the rat. He's gonna be my little logo. I just got him made, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, so last time we left Des Moines, or Iowa in general, we worked a lot on the roads. Adding a new freeway and exit ramp off to that freeway, working on some beautification, working on the industry area for forestry. It was pretty dull as far as things go, but it was work that needed to be done. So, today let us look at our timber industry. And I just want to make sure that everything is working properly. So looks like we don't have enough buyers for paper, which is too bad. So one of the things I want to do is make a warehouse, and I want to put the warehouse to store some extra paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. I just need a place here to put it. I am going to have to level some of the terrain up here, just so it's flat enough that we can place something along here. So we're just going to have to move the woods back a little bit. It's no big deal. So I'll put that in. Looks like the medium-sized one still doesn't fit, but the small one should be fine. So we're going to set it to paper, and then empty it. So as soon as paper gets into the warehouse, they're going to try and export it to people within our city. And if they don't need it, then we'll go ahead and send that off to our other connections. And then I'm just going to replace the factory because it was set off the road a little bit and it just kind of looked wonky. So no big deal there. We do have paper and timber, so that looks good. We're just going to expand our industry out a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and get... I want to level up the area to 4-star, but in order to do that we need more employees. So I need to place some additional buildings down so we can get more employees and level up. So I'm putting down some more trees, making sure that they have enough natural resource. Looks like we need 400 workers to the next level. And I don't see that that's going up enough. Those 3 areas only give us a maximum of 10 workers each. So what I'm going to look for is something that can hold a lot of employees. So our residential area can hold a lot of employees. That's good. The problem is, again, it's not wanting to put anything down because the land is not flat enough. So I'm going to flatten that a little bit more. So we have some... Uh-oh. Fire! Fire! Alright, well, we got lots of fire trucks here. That's awesome. We also got helicopters, which are great. They will come by with their buckets of water and empty them onto the trees or the buildings. So that's pretty good. The problem is the fire kind of spread pretty fast. So we'll probably be able to save the buildings, but those trees are just going to burn until they go out. More than likely. Whatever, that's fine. We got smoke detectors on, so we should have less fire. But they happen sometimes. Expanding the industry into this section, and then we're going to put down our barracks or residential living. And that should get us a lot closer to that 400 mark. Let's see, 385. Ooh, it's close. It's close. It's just not quite there. So I'm gonna let that go, and then hopefully over time it'll get us our additional workers. But what I do want to do is expand our fishing area. So we built this nice new area down here to the south, and I want to get our fishing industry set up. So I'm gonna place some fish farms because they're necessary to unlock some of the other fishing industry buildings. I'm also going to put down I need some road first, so let's go ahead and connect these up and get some roads going towards the water. So just pulling on our road a little bit, having it come over here through the power lines. Oop, we need it to go over the water, not under it. So there we go. Come on now. There, boom. Alright, so that's connected up. And that will connect up, and then just a little area for people to turn around. And then that's connected up as well. Alright. Some nice roads. We'll clean them up later. I just wanted to kind of get them in. So now, let's go ahead and put down a fish factory. And do I want a fish market? I don't think I do. I think I want the factory to turn fish into the goods. But then after that, I think I'm pretty good. So we got 3 harbors, fishing harbors for us to go in. And then if you go into your network tool, you can actually unlock the nodes for the roads, so you can change them to what you want them to be instead of the default ones that are attached to them. So that's an option if you want to do that. And then we just need to connect them up with electricity. So they have water, they have electric. That is great. I'll go ahead and get those all nice and connected. Looks like our lines needed to be repaired. Fantastic. Both are collecting fish. So now I just need to create the paths to have our boats to do their fishing. So there's one set up, and there's a boat coming out. Great. It is doing its thing. And I'm just checking to see if it's too long. So yeah, right there it's already at 100%, and it's having to go all the way back because the line is pretty long. So I need to make them a little bit shorter, because if they're too long, it's not really the biggest issue, but if they're super long, then they just go back really fast. So I want to move this, but I think what I end up doing is just deleting a bunch of it, yeah. So I'm just going to delete a lot of this line and make the path shorter. Oh, there we go. We reached level 4. So we have some more buildings to put in our timber industry. That is excellent. I made the route shorter, so as you can see, the boats get a lot closer to 100% before they're heading back. So like that one is at 100. They're all at 100%. That's all that really matters. But if the roads are too long, it's just kind of silly. You don't need to do it that way. So they're complaining because there's not garbage. So we need to get them a nice place to recycle and to get their garbage taken care of. Go ahead and get it water, get it some electricity, so they won't worry about that. That's very good. One thing that we need to do is have some storage for our fish. So I'm going to put a storage area down. I'm having to, especially in this area, is really hillious. So I had to flatten it a little bit, and we're going to have storage right next door for the fish, and also to empty it. So either sell it off to the people in our city or get rid of it. So that is all looking very good. Transportation. Since we have this nice lake down here, it'd be nice to have some boats for our citizens to use. So I'm just looking at some options of some things that we can put in. A marina would be nice, so I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of those down. And they don't need paths or anything like that because they're treated as a park. So once they're placed, you're just done. I was hoping to see some people actually using the boats, but they have to get here first. So I'm not going to see that right now. This fishing island looks cool, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a fish island for people to use. So that's placed in. We got a fishing pier people can just fish off of. Fishing tours seems like a pretty neat thing. So let me go ahead and plop one of those down. It does need water, so just go ahead and get that. And since I'm doing it, I might as well make sure that everyone has water, because I'm going to build out this area for sure. So might as well not have to worry about it later and just get all the pipes done for the water now. So there we go. Don't have to worry about water. So I do need to get some buildings in here for this area to work somewhat effectively. So doing a lot of high density commercial, residential, all around the area, because we definitely need more people to be living here. Just placing those. And then I'm going to replace this road because it was kind of sunk into the road wonky and we weren't able to plop anything right there. Also, one of the things that we'll need is just some police. So just going to put down a couple of these little downloaded police stations to make sure that there's no crime. We need our fire protection as well. Looking at parks, we do need something. So let me go ahead and search for some basketball courts. So there's one. So let's go ahead and put a couple of those in, just to make it more appealing. to the area. Very good. Everyone seems to be doing happy. We've at least had some visitors to our marina. There's a boat. It's pretty good. There's a couple people waiting for the fishing island. I don't know if someone's supposed to go and pick them up and bring them to the other side or not, but it doesn't look like anyone's doing that, which is kind of weird. But let's get some ferries set up. That might help with this problema. So need a fishing pier. So I'm going to extend this road out because it needs to be along the water. But where do I want to put it? It might work there. Let's see, I can connect it. And then we need lines. Let's go ahead and set those up to just kind of go around this lake a little bit and go back home. Beautiful. But no boats are coming out. And it says it doesn't have any lines, even though we just set one up. So I think what I'm missing is the ferry depot. I think you need a ferry depot in order for it to work. So I'm going to delete this. I'm trying to see if this option works first, but I think what ends up happening is I need the ferry depot. Without the ferry depot, none of this is going to work. So I'm reading the little text that's below it, trying to figure out what the problem is, and I think the solution is that I need a depot. Gotta have it. So yeah, so now I have access to the ferry line, which I didn't have before. So I go ahead and connect it up, make a little turnaround for anyone that's driving, and then I'm going to block all that out and connect this up. Let's see. Yeah, so it says it needs a new line. Let's go ahead and make one of those. So now we do have ferries going back and forth. That's pretty good. I don't like the route that they're taking, really. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come back to that and mess with it later. Because right now I just wanted to get the fishing industry set up, and we already have other parks and piers and ways for people to use boats if they want to. So it's just going to be an expense that we don't really need. So I want to remove the line, but because I no longer have the depot, I can't delete lines. So I have to replace the building, delete the lines, and then redelete the depot. Great. So just doing a little bit of cleanup. Don't need any of that stuff anymore. And then I'm just going to use the Move It mod just to tidy this up a little bit. Make the roads look a little bit nicer. Not so wonky. I'm going to lower this bridge. And just have it be a little bit more level. Move the node a little bit so it's not right over the water. And that's looking pretty good. Just sets these nodes to slope. Fantastic. And I'm trying to even it out here, but it really wants you to select all the nodes in the line. So that's done. Our fish factory, unfortunately, is polluting a lot. So I'm gonna destroy it. Don't want pollution. They can just bring fish to the warehouse and then export it or send it to shops nearby. That's fine. Don't care. Going back up to the timber industry, since we leveled up, I want to make sure that any good buildings that we unlocked, we can plop down. So we have the engineered wood plant, which we definitely want. So I just need to place that in. We have a little opening for it right there. We have wood chip storage as well. I'm not sure why you would want wood chips. I'm gonna place it because it's a building. Set it to empty, because if it's a resource we can make money off of, that's fine by me. We're also going to need a small warehouse for extra planked wood. So have that done. So we got warehouses for all our forestry, timber, industry goods. Everything's looking great there. So the next thing I'm going to do is add a little area over here to again increase our population. Ooh, that was moving around goofy. Increase our population, just get more businesses, more industry, more people living here. So that is good. And so we're just gonna make a nice little kind of circly area around here for people to move into. And while that's being done, just a side note that if you're watching the video, you can comment on anything that you'd like to see. I also put up a brand new poll. I didn't know I could do polls, but a poll that you can vote on to see what you'd like to see more of in the videos. So if you go to my channel, which is now called youtube.com/ hashtag Lucky Rats with an S, and that'll bring you to my main channel with all my videos. And you can vote in whatever people select that they want to see more of. I will put more of in the video. So please do that if you have the chance to, or just comment and say, you know, I really like this aspect, or I don't like this, I don't want to see it. And I definitely want to put out some material that's that you guys are enjoying. So just let me know. So in our new district, we have all of Des Moines is sent to agricultural, so I'm actually going to change this to timber industry, so that the businesses will, you know, commercial industries are gonna, in this area, are gonna build up as timber, to hopefully utilize the fact that we have a lot more timber now. And just setting up some road systems, nothing special. Plopping down our industrial, which will all be timber industrial. Just getting a nice swath of that in. And we need water and we need electricity, of course. So getting that all set up. Alright, so they have those basics. We're going to do commercial, because we do have a decent amount of demand for commercial, so that's good. And I'm switching to a lot of high density because we have a ton of low density, but not much high. And since this is an individual district, what I'm going to go ahead and do is give big business benefactor perk to this district, so that the businesses there will have reduced tax liability, so making it more appealing for them. And then put in some residential. Easy peasy. Get our population up a little bit more, which is a nice thing. And then, now that that's all put down, I need to put in parks to boost the land value of it. Oh yeah, and I'm going to make another bus line to connect up to the other side of the city, because people are definitely walking a lot and taking the mass transit. So we want them to be able to access that if they live or work in this area over here. And because this seems like a really businessy area, I'm going to put a big old parking lot in there so everyone has a place to park if they do drive. And then I'm going to just put in a playground just to make sure again that the land value is good on this side of the city. So there's our parking ramp, looking very nice. Our industrial is doing well. The commercial seems to not have enough goods. They might, though, get enough goods. They just got put down. So we'll see if that corrects itself. Going back to our fishing industry, we are very close to the algae farm, which is fantastic. It looks like one of the things is that we're full on our warehouse for fish. So we can't actually get more fish. So I'm going to look and see. There's a tab for it. I have to find it to see how much we're exporting. Okay, so we're exporting a ton of fish and a ton of wood, which makes sense since these are our two biggest zones. So I'm putting another warehouse down for now, and hopefully it can even out. One thing that might help us sell more fish is having a fish market. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. That could definitely help us to sell these fish. There's dead people waiting for transport, so I had to put a cemetery in. Otherwise the businesses will stop operating. Got our nice algae farm. There's one more thing that we can unlock later on. But now we have algae as well. And those look pretty cool. I like the graphics for it. Okay. Well, this was an extremely productive video. We got our industry leveled up. We got our whole fishing area set up. We got a lot of new, commercial, residential, industrial zones set up, both in our existing city and also in our city to the south. So yeah, this was a real fun one. There's a lot of building up because a lot of things have been corrected, so there was nothing to do but add a lot to what we had. They need their trash removed too. So I forget, when you set up a new district, they don't think to use other districts' services. So they won't use the garbage. They won't use, I don't know if they use police and fire. I would think that they would, but I'm not sure. But there's some services that if you have different districts that you need to have different things set up. So we didn't have garbage removal. Now we do. It looks like we need more fire protection. So that is put in. We'll need a medical clinic for when people get sick, so that's done as well. If you have the chance, please like and subscribe once again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.